live right now. So let's go ahead and get started. Oh, I'm already getting comments. Hi, guys.
Hey, guys.
Thank you for tuning into this live stream. This is our first time doing this. So cut us some slack, please.
I'm a little nervous. I don't know how
Yes.
people do live TV at all.
Yes. So my name is Nicole. For those of you that don't know me, I am from Las Vegas, originally from LA, but live in Las Vegas. And if you're subscribed to my channel, thank you very much for that. And so this is Natalie.
And this is Nicole. I'm Natalie. I'm Flowerbomb 31. I live in Ohio. And if you guys are subscribed to me, what up? So yeah, Nicole and I are going to kind of unbox this really fun Allure beauty box that you can get monthly, and we don't know what's in it, so we're kind of excited to do that with you guys.
That's right. We've been waiting to open this up, and it's just been sitting here and sitting here, so it's about time. So this is what the box looks like right here. And are you ready to unbox it?
I'm totally ready. I've been like wanting to do this for so long.
Yes, let's do this. Okay. So I just started opening the box and it's wrapped.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh, this is nice stuff.
This is really nice stuff, actually. Like really, really nice stuff. So we have a couple of many different goodies in here. And by the way, just to let you guys know, there's $100 worth of things in this box. But if you want to get the box today, you can go ahead and click on the link in my description and you can get it for $10. It's normally $15.
Same for my subscribers. It's $10 and normally 15, and then that's like a today's special, kind of like QVC.
Yeah. So do you want to go ahead and start out with your stuff? I have a few things here that I'm definitely going to discuss.
Yeah, I can show one product, and then so I have the Living Proof Full Dry Volume Blast. What is this? A drink? Oh, it's a styling and finishing spray.
Mm-hmm.
So I like Living Proof, actually. Have you tried
Living Proof is great.
Have you tried their not hairspray, but their dry shampoo?
The dry shampoo is my favorite. I love the dry shampoo so much. It's great. So what does it say here? Instant lasting volume and texture. Dry volume.
It says, hold on, I'm going to try this in my hair.
I know, I was just going to say, I need to like spray down these pieces here. Let me see.
Oh, you know what? It kind of gives like, it's kind of like smoothing.
Yeah, it is. And it gives a nice little shine to your hair. And the one thing that I really love about this is the scent. It smells like you're in a salon, right?
Yes, that's what I was going to say. I like the scent.
Yeah.
It smells very clean.
Right. So that is the Living Proof Full Dry Volume Blast. This is great. So I'm actually really liking this so far. And you know what I like? It doesn't give that crunchy feeling, huh?
No, not at all. Not at all. See, look, I'm like spraying and it's like
yeah, it feels really nice. It's comfortable. It's keeping all of, like, I have such like a lot of flyaways, and it's keeping all of that down.
I'm really impressed with this. Volume and texture. So what do you got?
So I have, by the way, guys, we do have the same thing in each, but we're kind of just, talking about one thing individually. So I have the Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Eye Cream. And I've actually never tried this, but I have tried Kiehl's before, and I love Kiehl's so much. I love Kiehl's so much. I see you guys in my comment section, by the way. Hi, Jasmine. Hey, guys. I love you, too. Let me see. I'm going to put like a little bit of this on my fingers here.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Ooh, I like the smell, first of all, but it's very, very, very soft. And you guys know, for those of you that are subscribed to my channel, I do have eczema and I have dry skin, of course, because of the eczema. So this feels really, really, really nice. It's very moisturizing and it feels very light. It doesn't feel like it's going to be cakey under the eyes. I'm really actually very excited to try this.
You know, I've tried the Midnight Recovery Oil, and that's like amazing.
Oh, yes.
That's like night serum.
Yeah.
It's just like lavender.
It smells really nice, right? And my fingers are so smooth. You know what actually feels like? You know those smoothing primers? That's
Yeah,
what this kind of reminds me of. You know, like the ones that kind of block out pores. It's very like the texture is very similar to that.
very
Um,
smooth.
yeah, this is great. And for someone like if any of you out there that have dry skin or you suffer from really bad under eye circles or creasing, I think this would be great. Just feeling the consistency of it, I think that this would be great. So I would definitely give this a shot. Again, this is the Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Eye. So
I actually
that is that.
actually really love this. Actually, smells really good.
You trying it
Okay.
out?
I just threw some on.
Oh.
It's really nice though. That's like super nice. I'm down. Okay, so this is something that you probably have been wanting to try too, and I have, but it's kind of their line is expensive, but it's the La Retro whipped cream. Um,
Yes.
Fries are from Drunk Elephant.
Hmm.
Have you tried anything from their line before?
I have. So Drunk Elephant actually has a oh gosh, I don't remember the name of the serum, so I apologize, guys. But they actually have a serum that is so good. I actually went into Sephora like 2 weeks ago looking for something, and the girl recommended it to me. And when I looked at it, I'm like, wow, that's it's pricey. So Drunk Elephant's a pricey line, but their
Yeah.
line is great, especially you have dry skin, if you have sensitive skin, normal skin, they have everything. Like they have one section for each kind of skin type. So whether you're oily, dry, sensitive, combo, doesn't matter. But I have, and they're great. So actually, I want to put this on my
Yeah.
hands.
Oh my gosh, it's really nice. I've never tried. I've tried their vitamin C serum, which is really good. And
Mhm.
oh, you know what's like bomb is their baby skin. They're like
Yeah.
glycolic, like night. It's not a night treatment, which I thought it was. It's more of like a like glycolic peel.
Hmm.
It's really nice. Like their stuff's pretty legit.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a little bit of this. Ooh, this feels like you know those creams that's like a whipped yogurt.
Yes.
Have you used some of those before? That's what this feels like, that consistency. I actually have a patch of eczema on my hand right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and test this out and see how
Oh yeah,
this
that's a
feels.
good idea.
This feels so good.
It's so
This
good.
feels so good. It
I
really, really
know.
does.
And I hate when I like expensive stuff because it's like
Same. Same. But you know what? I am going to say one thing. If you're going to invest in something, I always say drugstore makeup. Nowadays, drugstore makeup has really improved. One thing I think you guys should really invest in is skincare. Skincare is extremely important, especially for someone like me, but for anybody, it's never too early to do like the premature, aging stuff that you can buy. It's never too early for that. I would highly recommend it. And I think investing in skincare is extremely important. So by the way, this feels great. I'm putting more on because it actually feels really nice. It's not irritating my skin at all. And that's a huge test for me. So
if you have eczema. Ugh, I feel so is just the worst.
yeah, it sucks. It really does. When I get messages from my subscribers like, thank you for not hiding it. And it's like, whether you have eczema or psoriasis or any kind of stuff happening to your skin, why hide it? Just try to improve it. And, especially with things like eczema and psoriasis, it's a part of you. So you just kind of have to go with the flow. And sometimes you have good days, sometimes you have bad days. So I really like this, by the way. And I'm actually using this tonight because it feels really,
Okay.
really moisturizing on my hand.
I know my hand feels so soft.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I really freaking like this. And the smell of it's so good.
It
And
smells nice.
you get a really good amount. So this
Yeah,
should last you at least a month.
right.
Don't you think?
I think honestly, if depending on how you use it, and what I would recommend is to use, I wouldn't dip your fingers in it because that's how you can get bacteria in your creams.
Right.
So what I would do is use almost like a spoolie, for like a little scooper to kind of scoop it out, then put a little bit on the palms of your fingers and
Right.
then rub it into the skin. But I think you could get probably a couple months use out of this.
Yeah, totally. I agree.
Yeah, I really, really like that. So I'm going to use that tonight and I will get back to you guys and let you know my actual thoughts when I put it on my face. But so far, so good.
Yeah,
For
I'm
sure.
tonight too. I'm like loving it.
So I have the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-hour blush. Now, actually, Tarte is one of my favorite brands. ever, but like their blushes are really, really nice. And this is in the shade Blushing Bride. Ooh, that's cute.
Just like the perfect.
Let me see here. So I'm just opening it like this.
You say that?
Yeah, I mean, that looks really, really nice.
Yeah, you get a full size in this box.
Yeah, so here we have it here. I love this so much. I really, really do. Tarte has great, great blushes. They have, I mean, as a whole, they're one of my favorite brands.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, that's a really, really nice color because I normally don't like blushes that are pink, 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 but I'm going to put it on the back of my hand.
I don't know where I heard this, but I feel like I heard this from QVC. They obviously called it because it's like the perfect wedding color. Like brides want that flush, like that natural flush, like after you, when you're working out or something, or you're walking in like a cold climate. And I think that's where they got the name. I think I heard that from QVC.
Right.
But it's a pretty and it's sheer. Yeah. It's, I don't know if you're going to see.
It's nice. And you know what? It kind of has a little bit of a sheen to it, which is, I always love that.
It does.
Yeah. Has a little bit of a sheen to it. I really, really like it a lot. It's very easy to blend out. But like I said, Tarte is one of my favorite brands for blushes, but one of my favorite brands in general. They've got great foundations. Amazonian Clay Foundation is great for someone that has matte skin, oily skin, because it's very, very mattifying. But what I like to do is I actually take the Tarte Maracuja oil and mix a little bit of that in with the foundation. Oh my gosh.
That good?
It's like a dream.
Is it?
It really is. It's so good. It really is.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's like totally seems.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. This is really good.
Everything smells so good in this room right now. From the hairspray,
to the
cream.
So yeah, you get this in the package. So, and then I guess one of the last things is a beauty blender, one of their micro minis. And I have never used these before. Have you?
Oh, you haven't?
No, I haven't.
They're going to change your life. Let me tell you.
Yeah, I have not used like a micro mini before. So
yeah, these are great. So obviously, you know, if you've never used any kind of a beauty blender before, you have to get this wet. Even this little guy, got to get it wet, and it does expand. This is great for your under eye concealer, for contouring your nose. You can get like really nice in here to get that sharp contour if you're looking for that really like, you know, like defined look.
Which I can't pull off because I have a thin face anyway. So it makes me look even worse.
Oh, please.
Really contour myself out. But I was just like, this would be good, like just to like get
right in here.
Yeah.
You know what it's also good for? Sometimes, and I don't know why this happens, but I'll get foundation that ends up wanting to not get right in my nose area. And I don't know if it's because I have a bigger nose. I don't know what the deal is, but I always have to make this stupid face where I pull my nose like this and I have to get in here with the beauty blender. But with this, because it's smaller, you can really be nice and precise with everything. Yeah. So this is great. I'm actually really happy I have this because I was going to get ready to head to Sephora not too long after this and pick one of these up.
You wet it first?
Yes. Yeah. I personally wet it. I never use a dry sponge. However, the only dry sponge that I do use is the new one from Rihanna because it's so flexible. But besides that, I always recommend wetting a beauty blender, but you want to, you know, wring it out and make sure there's some moisture, but not a lot.
Oh, okay. Cool. I'll have to give this a try. It's literally like a miniature. I love it.
it's like it's its baby. It's a beauty blender's baby.
It is. It totally is. It's really cute. Yeah.
So that was it. That was all of the items in our box. And now what I'd like to do, if you guys have any questions at all for us, or if you know, I want to kind of leave the floor to you guys now. Please ask away in the chat section.
You guys can ask it. You can ask me anything if you want. I don't know.
Yeah, anything. And if you're just tuning in, We just did an unboxing of the Allure Beauty Box, which this is what it looks like right here. And you can actually today only, you can get it for $10. It's normally $15. So if you click the link in, both of our videos in the description, then you will actually get it for 10 bucks. And there's $100 worth of product in here. So I think that's a good deal.
I mean, I think it's worth it alone just to get like the blush. I mean, it's $10. You can't even go to the drugstore and get, a blush for $10 these days.
Right.
All the high-end stuff. So
yeah.
I think this alone is worth 20.
Right? Yeah, normally the Tarte blushes are, I believe, like $23 or $24. But really, the most expensive thing in here is the Drunk Elephant stuff.
Well, yeah, because what is the full size? I wonder what the full size of
I'm going to Google that right now. I'm really curious to know because it's going to be expensive. I know that for sure.
100. I really think this is around 100. So, okay, so this is the thing. There is 0.5 fluid ounces in this. And I would say by today's standards, okay, so this is a 1 ounce La Mer, and this is 80, $90, and you're getting half, like for $10 in this box. And I'm telling you, this stuff is moisturizing better than this. Oh my gosh, I like want to go buy a full size of this. I'm not even kidding.
I know, I definitely do too. And you know what's funny is I'm online right now. That's why I've been quiet for just a moment. And this is $60 normally, 60 bucks for the cream. Yeah, it's 60, which honestly I thought it was gonna be a little bit more expensive. But at the same time,
how much
you get that? Yeah, you get that. You get the living proof stuff. I mean, you're really getting a very good deal. It's absolutely worth it. I like it. There are other products in here, of course. Like I said, if you guys are just tuning in, we just talked about the Tarte blush and the living proof full dry volume blast, which smells amazing. Then we have a little micro beauty blender, and then the Kiehl's eye cream. And Kiehl's also can be pricey too. So
I'm on QVC right now.
You're on
As you're talking, I'm the owner of the company and I'm trying out the product. Isn't that what's it's like? That's what they are, because you're doing a really good job.
Oh, well, thank you.
You are.
Thank you. That's actually, you know what's so funny you say that? And in my comment section sometimes I get comments like, you have the face and voice for QVC. And I'm like, you know what's funny? Well, thank you. My mom, she watches QVC all the time. And I don't know if like I walk, I'll go to her house and I walk into her watching it, but I'm just like, I could do that. I could do that.
If you have kids and you're up at 2 a.m. nursing, you will be a QVC fanatic. Because I bought so much crap off QVC. Yeah. I was like up at like in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
That's how I learned about Kate Somerville.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I love her brand.
That's before she like hit Sephora or anything. So
yeah.
I'm also excited about this, by the way.
I'm curious to see how that's going to be, but on my hand, like I said, it felt like a smoothing primer. Definitely. It really okay, so we have a question here, and it says, does the Tarte blush last all day? So for me, I've never had an issue with the Tarte blush, the longevity of it. I've never really had an issue with it. I've never really seen fading throughout the day or anything. Now, granted, I never gravitate towards colors that are bright and bold and like really out there. That just is not the kind of blush that I normally wear. I like a muted neutral look. So I've never noticed any fading, but it's always possible with other colors that are bright. They could be less vibrant throughout the day. So for the colors that I wear, I'm going to say no, but that could be different for more vibrant colors.
Agreed. And I think they're supposed to last. It's a 12-hour blush.
Yeah.
So I think with these, they fade less. I mean, as you go throughout the day and you're rubbing your face and stuff, it's going to fade regardless. But they do last longer than normal blushes.
Right, exactly.
But I'm just more excited about other stuff in here.
I know. I'm really excited too. I can't wait to just get in here and start using all of this stuff. By the way, as we were talking, I was adjusting my choker and this guy fell off. What the heck?
Oh.
Like it literally just all fell apart. It just crumbled.
Oh, of course. Anyway.
So do your viewers have any questions at all? Have they asked you anything?
No, they haven't asked me anything, I don't think. I don't know. if I have my comments turned off, but no, yeah, there haven't been any comments, which
Hmm.
is odd. But I should probably go in and see if maybe. I mean, I think I am allowing comments. Maybe they just don't have any. Ain't no thing, girls. Ain't no
I have a comment from the same person that asked me a question. I'm so sorry if I butcher your name. I'm terrible with names, guys. Lemore Spencer. She said, she or he. I'm sorry. I can't see these thumbnails. They're like this big.
I know.
It says thank you, ladies. So we're here to help.
Oh yeah, anytime. For sure. Sorry, I'm just looking at my thing. I'm so technical, non-technical.
you
People
have
are asking
you having
questions, I
technical
can't see
difficulties
them,
over
and I don't even know. I'm sorry.
there?
Oh my gosh. But yeah, so I mean, I think that this is a really good deal.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I might even sign up for this each month because this is better than the Sephora. Well, I mean, I would feel like this is better than the Sephora Play.
The Sephora one is good. To be honest with you, I'm not subscribed to that. What I am subscribed to is Ipsy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So Ipsy is great, guys. Ipsy is great. Don't get me wrong, but I kind of feel like you get more high-end brands in this Allure box than you do because Ipsy, you get brands sent out to you that I've noticed that I've actually never heard of before. And
Yeah.
in a sense, that's nice because you get to experience new brands. So that's always great. But in another sense, a lot of the products are on the more affordable side, which again is not a problem. I just like the fact that you're getting all of these expensive products for a fraction of the cost,
For $10.
Yeah, $10. You can't beat $10. Definitely not.
Like I said, you can't even go to the gas station for $10.
Oh, so we have another question here.
Good.
And it says, is the Kat Von D Lock-It Foundation a good foundation? Would you recommend it? Oh my gosh. Well, let me tell you about the Kat Von D Foundation. With my personal experience, I actually used to be very scared of the Kat Von D Foundation because it's a very, very, very heavy full coverage foundation. And with my dry skin and my eczema, I always thought, you know what? I don't know if this is going to work for me personally. I don't know if it's going to work. I tried it and I loved it. And my friend has extremely oily skin. She loves it as well. So I love it. I definitely recommend the foundation, especially if you're looking for something more full coverage. And what's great is if you have oily skin, of course, you can go ahead and use the Kat Von D Lock-It Setting Powder. That's great with it. If you have dry skin like myself, I use a minimal amount of powder because I would say on my skin, it dries to a more satin finish. It's not totally matte and it's not totally luminous. It's not a dewy foundation, at least for me. But yes, to answer your question, I like it and I think it's great. So what do you think? Have you used that foundation at all?
I have. I didn't like it just because I have
Really?
dry skin, but I love the Lock-It powder.
Yeah.
And maybe I didn't try it. It just didn't work for me. It just didn't. I just felt like it accentuated. But honestly, foundation along with perfume is a very personal decision. So it's
Right.
hard to say I would recommend it because it might not work for somebody. That's the problem
Right.
with
Yeah.
foundations. But
Yeah.
I think if you want something like if the Estee Lauder Double Wear is too heavy for you, you might want to try the Kat Von D because I feel like it's a little bit less heavy. Don't you? Kinda?
The Estee Lauder, to be honest with you, I actually think Kat Von D is a very thick consistency. The consistency of it, like when I notice I put a pump out on my hand and I do this, it just stays there. It doesn't move anywhere, that's what tells me like the thickness of the foundation.
Yeah.
For me, I have super, super, super dry skin because of my eczema. So it's never irritated it and it's never accentuated dry patches. But I'm wondering if it didn't work for you. Maybe, I don't know if it's the way you had applied it. Because I know sometimes if I apply it with a brush, I notice a lot of foundations that are great all of a sudden look like crap on me because I'm using a blush as opposed to a beauty blender, which is more of a moisturizing feeling to the skin. So
Right.
I'm not so sure. We have another question here.
Bring it on.
It says, which setting spray does not contain alcohol? Ooh, that's a good one.
Hold on, let me see if I have one.
I know I have like 3 setting sprays right here on my messy desk. Let me see here. I'm curious. Does this have, oh, there's no ingredients on here. That's driving me crazy. But you know what's funny? Speaking about Tarte, because you know, we talked about the Tarte blush. I actually have the Tarte Ready Set Radiant Skin Mist. This is great if you have normal to dry skin. I really, really like this. It gives a nice sheen, a nice little radiance to the skin. As a matter of fact, why not use this right now?
Cool yourself down.
Yeah, we gotta, yeah, it's a really nice cooling feeling. It adds a boost of hydration back to the skin. So I actually really like this. Now, I don't know if there's any alcohol in it. You know what? That's a really good question. I'm totally not sure, so I apologize. What do you think? I mean, do you know of any that don't have any alcohol in them?
No, I mean, I swear by Max Fix Plus because to
Oh,
me, that does not dry out my skin. But I can tell you one that does have alcohol is that I think the Caudalie does have alcohol in it, doesn't it? The Caudalie spray.
the Caudalie one. You know what's funny? God, you must be here with me in spirit because I got that right here. And that one, yes, you are correct. That it does have alcohol in it. This is actually a really good one though too. I really like this one.
Yeah, I really like also the pharmacy one. It's back there, but I mean, if you want a setting spray, it is MAC Fix Plus is a ride or die till you die. Seriously, I love it.
Right, right. So we have more questions. I'm loving these questions, guys. Keep them coming.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's great. It's great. You know what? It adds it's a new conversation to it, which is
totally.
So this question here is, let me see here. From Caitlin, she asked me what lipstick do I have on. So this it's a liquid lipstick. I love it. You guys know, like when it comes time to the fall, I'm all about like minimal eyes, a dark lip. Like that's my go-to all the time. It's very wearable. So this is from Motives Cosmetics, and this is in the shade Dark Side, which I love. So this is it right here. I like the applicator of it. It's great. So that's the lipstick that I'm wearing. And then the other question that we have is setting spray necessary to use every time you put makeup on? Well, do you want to start with this or do you want me to answer this first?
I mean, I guess it's just preference in my opinion, but I don't do it every time because I sometimes forget.
Right.
I try, if I remember, I do it, but I don't do it every time. But some people like their makeup doesn't look the same if they don't use it. So
it's true. You know, personally, I think it really depends on if you have, depending on your skin type too, and what kind of setting spray you're using. So there are setting sprays that are geared more towards oily skin and combination skin. I know NYX has a really great one. It's very affordable, and they have one that is meant specifically for oily skin. There's also ones that are meant for dry skin, like the Tarte Ready Set Radiant that I was just talking about. And I like it. And the reason why is because I don't bake under my eyes every single time. But if I put powder on there, and I have like highlight, we have all of these powder products. I like to use oh my God, I just totally drew a blank. That's what just happened.
Setting spray?
Yes, thank you. Setting spray. This happens to me like
all the time.
Yeah, a million times a day, guys. I just completely lose train of thought. But
it's okay. Live TV, and like normally you'd be able to edit that out.
Yeah, right? Exactly.
I don't know if people do, but it's good.
So I like using a setting spray to really soak up all of the powders. That way it doesn't look like you have powder sitting on top of your face. It's more so like a part of the skin. So I like it. But again, do I think it's absolutely necessary 100% all the time? No, because it is personal preference, just like Natalie had said.
Yeah, it is just personal, honestly.
We have, another question. Oh, you know what? This is good. I like these questions. So another question here we have, what was your favorite product from the Allure box?
Love you too. Okay, you know what, guys? I've been looking at the wrong thing. So if you're asking me a question, I've been looking underneath the video like normal, and it's on the side.
Oh, okay. So mine is under the video, but I have like a little tiny tab that's just popped over.
I am legit an idiot. Brenda, I love you. Thanks for watching. Oh my God. They all know. If you're subscribed to me, they just know that I'm such an idiot. But go ahead. What are you going to say, Nicole?
So our question here, and this is perfect because it kind of is geared towards both of us. What was your favorite product from the Allure box? So
Oh,
I'm going to go ahead. That's so hard because these are all really great products. But I think something that I would get the most use out of for me personally is definitely the Drunk Elephant whipped cream. I
oh,
think
for
that,
sure, for
yeah,
sure.
I think that's going to be my favorite. And another thing is you really get bang for your buck. Again, this is $60 and this can last you 2 months. So yeah, that's going to be my favorite. Anytime I can save some money, you know what I mean? That's this. Yeah, absolutely. So
Favorite, yeah, this has been my favorite, and so, ooh, okay, so these three, I would have to say these three are my favorite.
those
The,
three,
yeah,
yeah,
the perfume, the hairspray, the mental
definitely.
recovery, and then this for
Yeah.
sure. It's because I'll probably go out and buy a full size like tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I just think I'm gonna get the most use out of that. The hairspray I really like too. I really,
Yeah,
really like the hairspray. Tarte blushes I have. I already own them and I love them. So of course, that's great. But if I had to like narrow it down to one, I'm definitely gonna go with that cream because it felt amazing. And like the eczema that's on my hand right now is not nearly as noticeable and it's really, really soft. Like really, really soft. So that's why I'm like, all right, this is a winner. I have to try this. Um,
okay, so now I can scroll back and see all of the comments.
yeah, why don't you can go ahead. I feel like I've just been because you had issues with like your
No, no, no.
comments.
You are. I am loving that. No, you're like so good.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, Sarah. It says Natalie. How does your surgeon get your lips to turn up? I love them because mine always turn down. I don't know. I swear he has like the magic touch. I have lip injections for people who are subscribed to Nicole. I did like a whole video on my injections, and I don't know what he does. I can ask him next time I go, but I don't know how he does it.
So I don't know if you're seeing my facial expressions right now, but I am shocked. No, I'm not kidding. I'm shocked. I had
Really?
yes, first of all, your lips look absolutely beautiful, but I had absolutely no idea that you have lip injections. They look beautiful.
Thank
Like
you.
so natural. Like
I
seriously.
know. And he's like ultra conservative. So
Mhm.
when I go in and I'm like, this is what I want, he's always hesitant and he's like, okay, that was a stretch for me. Like he always says that, but he does such a good job. Like he's not gonna make you look like nervous.
Right. Right. Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
I I really like
Sarah,
them.
I don't know, but I will ask him what he does and I will let you know. Thank you. You're so cute.
That's a yeah, that's a really that was actually a really good question because I had no idea that you had
Yeah.
anything done to your lips. And what's funny is all the time I see, how sometimes people want to they just want to comment some stuff on your video. But one of the funniest comments was like, "Oh, where she did her bottom lip but forgot to do her top lip or something or something."
For you?
Yeah, ridiculous like that. And what's
No.
funny is my lips are 100% natural. I've never had anything done. Not and I have nothing against. Hey, I think if you want to get something done to you, by all means, go ahead, go do your thing.
Yeah.
I don't care.
No, you've got perfect lips.
No,
They're very
definitely not.
symmetrical.
But I do have very full lips, which I'm thankful for. I'm gonna go ahead and thank my mom's side of the family for that. She is a Latina, so thank you for that. All right, we have oh wow, okay. I'm not keeping up with these comments here, guys. I'm so sorry. Oh, okay. So we have a question here that is from, again, I'm so sorry if I butcher this, Golith Lover 1510. Again, I apologize, but it is what is some of your drugstore favorites? That's a good question. I love talking about drugstore stuff. For me, I'm gonna go ahead and say, well, I love the L'Oreal, the what is that foundation? It's the Luminous Foundation. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do. I do.
I have it, and I don't know where it is right now in this sea of a mess, but the L'Oreal foundation is really good. L'Oreal has great foundations for both oily skin and normal and dry skin. Like they really cater very well to every single skin type. So I love that. Milani, I love Milani lipsticks. Those are probably some of my favorite drugstore lipsticks. My favorite mascara and my go-to, and I used it today, is the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara in Carbon Black. Love that.
That's a
Um,
good club favorite.
what else do we have? We have just so many different. There's so many things that I know I love that I can't even think about right now. What about you?
Uh, okay, so let me think about the drugstore because I don't really buy a lot of drugstore.
Oh, okay.
Not because like I'm a snob, but maybe because I'm a snob. I just I have a tendency to just to buy more luxury. But
Mhm.
off the top of my head, things that let me I'm just gonna have to think because I don't really have drugstore stuff. I really do like drugstore nail polish. That's not
Yeah, drugstore nail polish is great.
yeah. And I'll have to think about stuff that you know what something is my favorite is this Milani Prime Perfection.
Yes, that's a great
This
one.
is a really, really good primer because it blurs and it hydrates.
Yeah.
So that is
I
probably one
like
of my
the NYX one. NYX has a very similar one to that. The NYX Angel Veil primer is so
favorites.
good.
Okay. I'll have to
Yes.
try
It's so good because it kind of does the same thing where it kind of it gives your skin a feeling of a little bit of hydration, but also really does a
that.
lot of smoothing, which I'm here for all of the smoothing possible.
Girl,
So, yeah. So those are some of our favorites. We have another one here that says, have you ever tried Sicily Paris concealer? I've never actually tried anything from Sicily. I heard it's very expensive. So that's probably why I haven't. But I also know that everyone raves about the Sicily primer.
I have it. It's
So
freaking amazing.
you have it?
I do have it.
Do you want to send it to me through this screen here?
Is it this one?
Yes, everyone talks about that. That and the Sicily like rose mask cream, I believe is what it's
I have
called.
that too. I would say between the two, I would start with this.
The primer.
I would because
Yeah.
um I like the rose black mask. I really do. But you can get other things like the Kiehl's. Kiehl's has a I think it's called a orange and cilantro overnight mask, and it kind of does the same thing, and that's
Orange and
$30
some
versus like
sounds good.
200. Yeah, I just bought it and it's really amazing. So I would say if you want to start with this, and you can get it on Beautylish for 3 easy pays. You know that, right?
Oh, right. Yes, that's great. Yeah, Beautylish.
Yeah, you can do it that
Mhm,
way.
mhm.
So
Absolutely.
you have both, and I think both are really good. But if you needed to choose one, start with the primer. Somebody said, Natalie, I love you, Winnie. What am I wearing on my lips now? And I'm actually wearing the Bare Minerals Marvelous Moxie gloss in Super Power.
Mm.
Power. This one. It's just a little sample.
Oh, nice.
That's what I'm
I
wearing
know
now.
your lips are like on and popping.
This is gorgeous because it like makes your lips like dimensional. This
Right.
one. So
Yeah.
totally
And you know
recommend.
what? I love gloss on anyone, but especially, people that have like fuller lips. It really, sometimes I don't wear gloss all the time though, because it can make my lips look really, really, really big and crazy. But I just love gloss though. I love that glossy, like wet lip look. It's so beautiful. It looks gorgeous on you.
Oh, thank you.
Of
Thanks.
course. We have, we got a question about highlight, and I'm here for the highlight. Yes. Looking for a noticeable highlight, but natural looking at the same time. What do you two recommend? Okay. That was from Jennifer Barker. So, natural highlights. I'm going to be honest with you guys. The more blinding, the better, in my opinion. I like to have people see me from space. That's just me personally. That's
Really?
just me.
So
I
what
love a
do you
beaming,
like?
beautiful highlight. What was that?
What do you like? Like, do you have what's like your favorites?
Girl, we have all kinds of highlights that, I mean, so much. I have, of course, the everyone knows about the Becca and Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop. Shout out to Jaclyn Hill. Love her very much. I love that. I don't know where the heck that is though right now, but I use some of that today for like a little bit of a glow. I also, there are so many highlights that I really enjoy. Jeffree Star Cosmetics has great highlighters. There are great highlighters from the drugstore. What is the one that everyone talks about? I have it. And of course, I just organized my whole makeup collection. So it's sitting back here. There are so many beautiful highlighters. I love this one here. The Laura Geller Gilded Honey is a great one, but
Oh yeah.
something more natural. I would say Kylie Cosmetics actually has beautiful highlighters that are natural. The highlighters, not the wet set. The wet set is blinding and beautiful. That one is great.
Did you get your hands on that one?
Huh?
Did you get your hands on that one?
Let me tell you what I was doing. I was at when I saw the wet set and I was seeing all these swatches. I was at my computer so quick, like, ooh, 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 oh my God, it's launch time. We gotta go, we gotta get it. So yes, I did. I ended up getting that. So I was lucky. I don't know where any of my highlighters are though, or else I'd show you guys. I'm sorry. Yeah. What about you? Would you have any kind of highlighters that you'd recommend that's not so blinding?
That are not blinding.
Mhm.
Okay. So the Hourglass strobing ones, even though like the name's deceiving, yeah, they're
Yes.
strobing, but they're not strobing. They're very, very natural, and
Mhm.
they're really good for textured skin because they just glide on. They really
Mhm.
just they glide on, and I would recommend those if you don't want something that's blinding because it's very subtle. It's just like the weirdest name, isn't it? It's strobing, and it's not like
And it's not, yeah,
when you think
I
of
do. I
strobe,
do.
you think of like yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Definitely. I would also say Stila has they look like putty highlighters. And those are beautiful. They're not blinding, but yet they're very natural. You can see them and they look like because it's almost like a putty like gel-like consistency. It looks like it's sitting within the skin rather than on top of the skin. So it looks very beautiful. It gives you a very natural glow. So that's another great option.
You like those?
Mine is sitting, of course, over here. I know
Yeah.
exactly where it's at. But I love them so much because you can really start light and then go in heavier if you want to have that kind of a look.
Wow. And you need to get the Charlotte Tilbury Bar of Gold.
I've heard so much about that. Everyone talks. I want to get it. I do. I
That
want to get it.
that is like packaging aside,
Mhm.
because I think it's weird that people complain about packaging when it's like, I mean, the product in it is like gorgeous, but I mean, it
Right.
literally makes you glowing. It's
Yeah.
glowing. So I think it's like $40 or something for like a little thing, but it lasts you forever, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I've heard like that one is really good. I actually haven't tried much from Charlotte Tilbury. I've tried a couple of things, but the things that I have tried are great. I love that brand. Let me see. We have
Anything.
I am missing so many comments. I'm so sorry, guys. Oh my
You can
gosh.
just go
Okay.
back, just scroll back. What? I can't.
Oh, we have how much is the Allure box every month? So it's normally $15 per month, and you get $100 worth of products in it. Today, though, if you click the link in my description or in Natalie's description as well, you will actually get it for $10 versus $15. Let me see. What are some quick drying lipsticks that you'd recommend? Well, one is on my lips. It's the Motives Cosmetics. I love that. Maybelline has some great ones. Milani has great ones. I just want to give you guys some more affordable options first, and then we can talk about high end. Um, who else? Did I say L'Oreal?
Oh, Mark, did they say drugstore or high end?
No, they're really it's all over the place. I'm just giving them some more affordable options first, and then I'm gonna go with higher end options.
Marc Jacobs liquid lipsticks are the best.
You know who's I like? One of my favorite higher end brands that are great, Kat Von D. Kat Von D has amazing liquid lipsticks.
I just bought two of hers.
Have you used them yet?
Yeah, they're good.
They're so good. I love them so much.
I
So
mean, they're not. No, I don't think that they're great because I feel like the formula could be a little bit better, but I love the colors. Like they're not my favorite, but they're
mhm.
not. I don't know. I just keep on buying them. It's kind of like Anastasia. I don't feel like those are like fantastic, but I just keep on buying them.
Anastasia has, in my opinion, she has okay liquid lipsticks. I actually really love her glosses, and she came out with a lipstick formula,
Yes.
and these are great. Yeah.
Yeah, I love those. Those are so good.
Yeah, those are really good. I'm trying to think of higher end brands that also have really great liquid lipsticks. Oh, one of my favorite brands ever, Dose of Colors, has amazing liquid lipsticks.
And Annie P just said that. Yeah, they have the
Yeah.
best formula. Totally.
Yeah, I probably one of my favorite liquid lipstick formulas of all time is Dose of Colors for sure.
Yeah, I agree with you. Totally agree.
It says, if you do, Gilly Beans says, if you do a look like Flower Bomb 31, do you have to use glitter to really make it pop? You know what? Why don't you answer that? This is your look.
Wait, wait.
Did you miss the question? The, the question said, if you, yeah, they said, if you do a look like Flower Bomb 31, do you have to use glitter to really make it pop? What would you say?
On my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That's what I'm assuming. I think so.
no, I mean, I don't think so. Like, I just have, I'm just wearing the Sunset palette from Natasha Denona. But this, I know.
Such a good palette.
Glitter on my eyelid, like on my eyes. Everyone's like, yeah, we know. But I didn't like wet the brush or anything. I hope that makes sense. And you guys are probably like, yeah, it doesn't. Like cut scene.
Right, right. And if you guys are looking for a really great, and I know everybody and their mother has already talked about this, like I've talked about this on my channel so many times, and I know you know what I'm going to say, but for glitter on the eyes, the Stila Magnetic, what are these? The Magnificent Metals. Oh my God. Those are great for anything glitter related on the eyes.
Yeah. Sorry, Tiffany, if you can't hear me. They're saying they can't hear me. So tell Natalie to get closer to the mic. She's hard to hear. Ooh, can you hear me okay, Nicole?
I can hear you perfectly fine. Yeah. I you know what? I always have I always project my voice, especially in my videos. So I don't know if it's because I'm just used to that.
So you guys can see my mug a little. Sorry. I'll just, here we go. Sorry.
Let me see. Ah, we got a comment that says from Lemore Spencer. Both of you ladies are beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you very, very much. What do you recommend from Gilly Beans? What do you recommend to do if you have wet lips and drink from a cup and get lip products all over it? Well, what I would recommend, like for example, if I were smart today, and I wasn't just drinking straight from here, because I don't know if you guys can tell, but there is a little bit of color around the rim. Get a straw. I would definitely recommend just getting a straw and doing it that way. That's what all of them do on shoots. You know, so I'd recommend getting a straw, and if you get obviously something on the straw, just wipe it off. But if you don't want to get any kind of transfer, the best way to do that is a straw. That's what I would say.
Okay, agreed. I always transfer, but I don't care. Just let it transfer.
Yeah. Let me see. What do you recommend for? Oh, okay. So we have another comment that says, I'm 11. Oh my goodness. But already into makeup. Girl, let me tell you, me too. For stage performance, what do you recommend to do for stage lighting?
I don't know anything about that. So that's all you.
Stage lighting. So, you know, it's funny. I was in theater in high school, and I also did a bunch of like film studies class. I actually love the craft behind filmmaking. I think it's very interesting. But so for stage performance, for lighting, you know, honestly, I don't know what kind of lights you would set up for a stage performance per se. But what I would say, the setup that I have, just to let you guys know, if you're curious about lighting, I have a ring light directly in front of me. And I was actually complaining to Natalie, like right before we did the live stream, like, why do I look so pale? I look so pale. So I had to shut some lights down. But I have a softbox lighting here, softbox light here. And then I have another light here that actually makes the background of my videos lighter in color. And so softbox lighting is great to kind of give, I wouldn't say like a blurred effect, but it makes the skin look softer. It makes things look cleaner, if that makes sense. And the ring light really helps just to light up the whole dimension of the face. So other than that, I'm really not sure about stage performance lighting. I'm so sorry, guys. I really don't know. Yeah, so I'm sorry. I'm going to move on to another question. Unless Natalie, I'm so sorry. What about you? Do you have questions on your end?
No, I can look. Let me look. Mm-hmm. Let me look. If you could collab with any brand, which would it be?
I love that question.
You can answer because I have no clue. I don't even know if I have I like so many brands. I don't even know if I have a favorite.
You know, it's funny. Honestly, I'm the same. I would answer that question the same. If I could collab with any brand, that's so hard. Yeah, that's actually it is. It's a hard one. I like the question. I love the question, but that's a hard question to answer because there are so many brands that I love that I would totally love to collaborate with that fit my, I guess you could say, like, personality and how I am perfectly. I think that's one big thing about collaborations. It doesn't make sense to collaborate with a brand that the brand doesn't really reflect who you are. I think it's important to collaborate with a brand that really is like, okay, this is my scene. Like, this is totally my gear. So I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Obviously, I love Anastasia as a brand. A lot of respect for Anastasia. A lot of I would love to collaborate with a drugstore brand though. Like, I know Shayla, Makeup by Shayla. She just did Maybelline.
Oh, that's right.
Congrats
Yeah,
to
she did.
her. Yeah, that's awesome. So I don't know. What would you say though? Like, I don't know. Like, there's so many brands.
There is so many brands. Like I will, like I kind of want to be like really bougie and say like La Mer, which would never happen in Paris.
Well,
Maybe
man, that
Skittles or something like some kind of like indie brand. That's probably what I would want to do. Something that's like really good quality, but not like super mainstream. I don't know.
I agree with that. You know who I would actually love to collaborate with someday would be ColourPop. I love ColourPop. You know why? Because they're affordable. Like, I know the first brand that I collaborate with, I want them to be fairly affordable. That way everyone kind of is able to get their hands on it. So it's not like unreachable for everyone.
Right.
So I definitely I love ColourPop. I don't know. There's so many affordable, like NYX would be a cool one to collaborate with. There's so many brands. That's a hard question to answer. Um,
I think we need to wrap it up. So, is there any like, hey Lourdes, I love you. Is there any like one last question you want to take or something before we say goodbye?
um, I guess the last question on here. Well, there's only two questions left on here so far, and we'll just answer these last two. Then we'll go ahead and wrap it up. This one's from Lamore Spencer again. I saw on Instagram that Natasha Denona is coming back with the Sunset palette. Have you heard anything about that? Yes, I did hear that the Sunset palette is coming back. Which is great. I have it. I know that Natalie and we were just talking about that. She has it as well. I love it. I don't know exactly when, but I know you guys can follow Trend Mood One on Instagram. I'm like on their page 15,000 times a day because they always talk about the newest releases and the newest restocks. So I'd recommend checking their page along with Natasha Denona. And let me, oh, I guess the last question here is, I don't have a highlighter from Gilly Beans. I don't have a highlighter and I'm using an eyeshadow as a replacement. Would you say that's not a good thing? No, not necessarily. Personally, I don't think it's a bad thing to use eyeshadow as a highlighter, just as long as the eyeshadow has the same kind of reflex in it as a highlighter would give off. Like, I know Morphe palettes have that. The BH Cosmetics, I have one right here from the BH Cosmetics, and Carly has that too. This is an eyeshadow, but this can also be used as a highlighter. You know, so no, I think makeup is you can use it different ways on everyone. So that's the cool thing about it. So, and I think, yeah, I think that's about it. Last, I love your character and aura, Nicole. Would you be interested in making more future videos regarding your personality? Wow, thank you.
Yeah, that's cute.
That's a really cute one. Thank you very much. About my personality, I don't know. I do have a few videos coming up that will show off my personality more. So keep an eye out for that. And one is going to be, hopefully, if he's watching, with my man. So if you're watching right now, I got you on live. Okay. So yeah, that's about it. Natalie, do you want to wrap things up on your end? Should we wrap this up now?
Yeah. So if I don't know if you're just tuning in, but basically this video was about the Allure beauty box where you get some samples and a full size blush for $10 today, and it's normally $15. So if you missed all that, just click the link in one of our description boxes and it'll get you to the appropriate site where you can just order your Allure beauty box. I'm telling you, it's worth it for $10. I cannot believe the products that are in here. And Nicole and I both want to go out and buy full sizes, which I probably will. I have no self-control, so I probably will.
That's right. And the last thing, how I'm going to wrap this up is I just want to just go over really very, very, very quickly what was in this particular box here. So we got the Drunk Elephant Lala Retro Whipped Cream right here, which I cannot wait to try. The Living Proof Full Dry Volume Blast. There's actually like a lot in here. A Tarte, we have a Tarte blush, and then a mini little beauty blender as well. And then the last thing that dropped inside my boot, which is odd, the Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Eye. So that is what came in this. And like Natalie was saying, you get that for $10 today if you click the link in our description. And it's normally $15. Even $50 is a great deal, but if you click the link, you get it for 10. So that's even better, you know? So
totally. So I thank you guys so much for watching and all of like your sweet comments. I'm sorry I was a little bit of a nerd and I was like staring down. I was like, nobody's commenting. And they're like all right here. So sorry about that. If we didn't get to your questions, it's my bad.
Yeah, I apologize if I didn't answer. There were like Natalie was saying, there's a lot of questions coming through, but thank you guys so much for your time, for watching us. I really, really appreciate it. And you know, definitely make sure if you're not subscribed to Natalie's channel, go subscribe to her channel and vice versa if you're watching this. Yeah, definitely.
Subscribe for Nicole, and hopefully we can do this again sometime. This is fun. I was really nervous, but now like once you like start doing it, it's actually kind of fun. So
it's so easy. Yeah.
Once like after all of like the background, like I was like literally like sweating through my tank top because I'm so nervous.
Same. I was nervous, and I don't know why, because I film in front of a camera all the time.
I know, but it's different when it's live.
It's live, you know. So you gotta, you know. I totally agree. But thank you guys so much for watching this and for tuning into this live stream. I really appreciate it. And of course, you know, don't forget to follow us on our social media sites as well. And yeah, thank you guys. I really appreciate all of the comments and the questions. And Natalie, thank you so much too for you know, being a part of this and doing this with me.
Yeah, it was been so fun. So
yeah, awesome, absolutely.
Okay. Bye guys.
All right, bye guys. Have a good one. I'll see you in another video of mine.
See ya.